Derek.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so open up to me about what's going on right now.
I have been struggling with knee issues for about the last 6 years. Sports were a big role in my life growing up, and I tore apart my ACL and MCL and didn't take the proper steps in the recovery process, so it's something I still deal with to this day. It never fully teared, so there wasn't really any medical, surgical routes to help it. So we had basically let it self-heal and did some physical therapy stuff, but it's never really fully healed, and I still deal with it all the time. I'll just be walking and it'll pop out and swell up the next day for a few weeks, and it happens about every month. So I've been struggling and dealing with that for a long time now. Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying to me is you went through this, you hurt your knee multiple times, but you didn't actually go through the rehabilitation for it. Are you currently doing anything about that?
I've been trying to strengthen it. No, I never did a proper rehabilitation for it, and I regret it very much so, because I struggle with it every day. It starts flaring up and hurting, and
Okay, so this went from a physical thing to moving more towards mentally with your knee right now. Is your knee getting any better?
It's gotten definitely better over the last year, but yeah, it did affect me mentally because a lot of the things I love doing, like skiing and dirt biking, playing basketball, soccer and stuff, I really couldn't because I'd just be moving, just doing normal movements, and it would pop out, and then I'd be done and in pain for a long time. So yeah, it did kind of affect me mentally, just knowing that I can't do any of that anymore.
So what you're concluding and saying is basically you got hurt, and instead of rehabilitating, you decide to just keep going around your normal life, going through things instead of actually taking the steps to fix it because you thought you were going to be fine in any sense of it.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly how it went.
So how do you feel emotionally about this right now?
It's getting better because my knee's gotten stronger, and it doesn't happen quite as often, re-injuring it, but still, when I'm moving and doing stuff, I'm always consciously thinking about it, and I can feel the verge right before it re-injures itself, and it's scary at the same time because I can't do most things on my knee anymore. So yeah.
A lot of things require being on your knee. So based off that, has anyone really helped you anything with strengthening your knee?
I mean, not really.
No,
for the
friends
most part.
or anything?
No, I mean, for you,
No.
when we go to the gym, we'll do some leg stuff and knee stabilization stuff every once in a while, but other than that, I mean, I've kind of just dealt with it on my own.
Okay. Do you have any do you think you'll ever go back into rehabilitation program for it?
I think I should, because it's definitely bad enough too. When I'm standing up just normally, you can see the difference in my knee. I don't know if it's built up of scar tissue and stuff from re-tearing everything and hurting it so many times, but just normally when I stand, you can see the differences in my knee. I can't even lock my joint out.
Have you ever tried to use any support systems like a knee brace or anything like that?
I did use a knee brace that lasted for a little while, and then it got pretty annoying, and I was dumb and stopped using it.
Okay. Do you think that you could ever start using it again to potentially
I definitely could.
And you said a while ago, reflecting on it, is that you were afraid of doing a lot of tasks. Do you think wearing a knee brace around all the time would help those tasks?
It possibly could. I haven't tried it, so I'm not too sure, but it's definitely something that might help and make a good impact.
So based off of that, is the gym the most terrifying thing for you to do and go to per day? Or is it just normal day tasks, stairs,
It's
stepping in and out of the
with
shower?
my knee, it's everything. I mean, you have witnessed it. I would be walking just straight down the hallway, and you can hear my knee shoot out, and the next day I woke up and it's all swollen. So I'm always consciously, like, it's in my head, like.
So what have you done in context of like this emotional aspect? Because it seems like you have an emotional connection to this knee injury. And how are you dealing with that as a whole?
I haven't really taken any emotional steps for it. It's just something I've been working through for a long time now, and it's slowly getting better, but.
Has the fear gone away a little bit, or are you still just scared all the time?
Lately, as of like this school year, it's gotten better. It's still like in my head all the time, but it's gotten better from what it was even last school year.
Okay. So, basically this whole thing that's happened with you is you've gone through this in high school, right? This is when this all started in high school, and you had an injured knee, and in high school you seemed a little too proud of yourself to do anything about it. Is that correct? Is that kind of what it seemed like?
I wouldn't say I was too proud of myself. It was that when it all happened, my coaches, we had my knee looked at and everything, and they told us that there wasn't really anything medically they could do to like speed up the recovery process. And my coaches basically gave me a week of rest, and then after that it was right back to practicing games, and then it would just slowly start re-injuring itself over and over and over, and they'd give me one day of rest off from practice, and then the next day it was back to it. So it was kind of something I didn't want to let my teammates and coaches and everybody down, even though like I knew I shouldn't be playing on it, but it was something that they all expected me to be out there playing, and I just kept having to go through the pain. It was definitely one of those things that hurt every single day at practice, every game. It was just tremendous amounts of pain.
Is there anything that that you think you could actively do from this moment on to help with your knee?
Yeah,
to strengthen
definitely.
it? And do you think you're going to apply it to your everyday lives? Because I will hold you accountable because I know you and I live with you.
No, I definitely think like knees, like stability, like exercises would be very good for me. I've started doing them more this year, as you know, but just I think more of that, like every day basically, would be very beneficial.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.